Welcome back to the channel. My name is Jason. I am the GI Car Guy. I want to say thank you for all the support on my previous videos. And if you like what I'm doing here, do me a favor, take a second and just look down, hit that subscribe button for me. Really helps me out a lot, and really appreciate it more than you know and more than I can say right now. But thanks again, and let's hop into the video. All right, so I know I'm a little late to the party on this one, but I thought the Rezvani Beast was an interesting car, and the way they build their cars is an interesting concept. And some other notable vehicles they produce are the Rezvani Tank, which is based on the Jeep Wrangler chassis, and the Rezvani Vengeance, based on the Cadillac Escalade chassis. But before we talk about the 2024 Rezvani Beast, let's go back about 10 years and talk about the 2014 Rezvani Beast, the original. And the Beast 300 had a 2-liter turbocharged 4-cylinder engine that produced about 315 horsepower and would hit the track doing 60 around 2.9 seconds. And the Beast 300 only weighed about 1,470 pounds. There was also the Beast 500, which was a 2.4-liter supercharged 4-cylinder engine cranked out roughly 500 horsepower. This version hit 60 in 2.1 seconds. The Beast 500 only weighed 1,550 pounds. The Beast was built around the Ariel Atom. This contributed to the reason the Beast ended up being so light. The sleek body, all carbon fiber, was wrapped around the go-kart-like chassis of the Ariel Atom. The 2014 Beast was designed without doors or a roof to help with weight. This basically meant the driver had to slide in over the door sill like an F1 driver. For as slick and refined as the exterior of the Rezvani Beast looks, it lacked a lot of the toys and tech that most supercars had at the time, and that was by design. The original Beast was meant to be driven hard at the track, then driven home. The Beast 300 could be purchased around $120,000, and the 500 for about $139,000. In 2018, a new version of the Beast was released, and this was the Beast Alpha, a refined version of the original. The Alpha was designed by Rezvani as more of a sports car than a hypercar. It also had more features than the original Beast, such as removable Targa-style top, Apple CarPlay, the heads-up display, and their own proprietary Sidewinder doors. These doors popped out and slid towards the front of the vehicle, allowing for easier entry and egress. The Beast Alpha was now based on an Aston Martin chassis. The Beast Alpha had a 2.5-liter supercharged inline 4-cylinder that's been tuned by Cosworth to produce 500 horsepower. If you don't know, Cosworth builds some of the greatest engines on the planet, not only for cars, but also for aerospace and marine applications. The Alpha could hit 60 in 3.5 seconds. A little slower than the original, but designed with an engine that could allow for easier serviceability and affordability. It also weighed about 500 pounds more than the original, bringing the total to right at about 2,000 pounds. The interior was more race-inspired, with a new driver display specifically designed around the track experience. There was also an upgraded version of the Beast Alpha. This version was called the Beast Alpha X Blackbird Edition. This version was powered by a 700 horsepower turbocharged 4-cylinder that would get it to 60 in 2.9 seconds. There's not a lot of information about this version, and there's basically no records of how many of these were actually produced. I have to imagine it's a very low number.
A beast grows inside us all, waiting to be unleashed. Raw power, predatory instincts, absolute freedom.
And so that brings us to the 2024 Rezvani Beast. And looking at this thing, it is very beautiful. They've done a really good job refining this thing. Much smoother, much sleeker than the original and the Alpha. And I really do like the way this thing looks. It definitely is menacing. It's got those very slit-like headlights, which are very predatory in nature. Looking at this thing, you might notice that it looks a little bit like the C8 Corvette. And there's a reason behind that. The 2024 Beast is built on the C8 platform, as you can see by the side-by-side here. The Beast has a 6.2 liter twin turbo V8. This thing produces 1,000 horsepower now, 878 pound-feet of torque, and 0 to 60 in 2.5 seconds, and the quarter mile in 9.6 seconds. Like I said, full carbon fiber body, and every vent on this thing is functional. The total weight on the 2024 Beast is just under 2,100 pounds. The doors have been reworked on this thing. They are considered dihedral doors, or as Rezvani calls them, dragon doors. They open with a hidden button on the bottom of the door, swinging upward. Exploring the Rezvani website, there are quite a few options on here, a lot of upgrades, goes into a lot more detail about the specifics of the vehicle. A couple things that are really interesting. There's the standard exterior, interior trim options, colors, things like that. However, there are some packages that are quite unique to this brand, and that is the 007 package and the Armor package. Now, the 007 package runs about $45,000 upgrade, and the Armor package is a $55,000 upgrade. The 007 package has some really interesting features, and I'd be really curious to know how they integrate with the vehicle. Some of the features include a smoke screen, thermal night vision system, electromagnetic pulse protection, optional explosive device detection, pepper spray dispenser, hypothermia kit, electrified door handles, siren and horn options, strobe lights, intercom system, magnetic deadbolts, and a first aid kit. This package runs about $45,000 and is very similar to the ones that you can see that are integrated into the Rezvani Vengeance and the tank. There's also the Armor package, which is a $55,000 upgrade. This does include bulletproof glass and body armor. I'd be very curious to know what the performance of this vehicle looks like once the Armor package is added on. All right, so to wrap things up with the 2024 Rezvani Beast, I really think they did a great job with this thing. I think it's beautiful. They really made this thing look like a slicker, more wicked version of the C8. They were able to get rid of a lot of those angular lines on the C8, smoothed it out, made the front end look a lot better, and the rear end especially looks a ton better. It really looks cool with those quad tip exhausts coming out the back of this thing. The wheel arches are beautiful. This thing looks like it's planted to the road. The question: do you spend $485,000 on this car? I have a hard time spending that kind of money on a vehicle like this that's built on another vehicle's platform, and I just don't know if I do it. I don't know if I spend that kind of money. There's so many other vehicles out there that I think offer so much more, and It's hard to pull the trigger on spending $500,000 on a car that definitely touches hypercar territory, but I think is lacking in a lot of regards. So anyways, that's my opinion. What are your thoughts? Would you spend that kind of money on this car? Would you go a different route? I think I would. So anyways, really appreciate you sticking around for this. And do me a favor again, please hit that subscribe button. It really helps me out a lot. And I'll get another one out here very soon. So again, thanks for all the support. And remember, stay safe, take care of each other. And I'll catch you in the next one. Peace.
Flashback, before you got mad, then you can crack that. In and out of dolo when a new man to the boys were only when you crack that. Man, I don't act like